Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Thursday, June 20th, 2024. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. All right, it's hot, but you know what? That didn't stop the off-the-hook crowd at the Remembering Cars Beach Festival yesterday. What a crowd and what a great time. I do suspect that Mayor Buckley has a great annual tradition on his hands. Anyhow, we do have some news, so shall we? Starting September 1st, the Anne Arundel County Public Libraries will implement new operating hours. All branches will now close at 8 p.m. from Monday through Thursday, and this adjustment is driven by low usage statistics. It aims to optimize resource allocations and improve service quality during peak times. Friday and Saturday hours will remain unchanged, with libraries open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and selected branches, namely the Bush Annapolis, Crofton, Discoveries at the Mall, Glen Burnie, Odenton, Severn, and Severna Park, will continue their Sunday hours from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. during the school year. This change does come in response to the reduced demand for late evening in-person library services, which has dropped significantly since the COVID pandemic. I'm going to pull this out of the Tell Me Something I Didn't Already Know file, but Greater Baltimore is home to 18 zip codes among the nation's 1,000 wealthiest places, and Severna Park leads the way. That's according to the Business Journal's Wealthy 1000, a new ranking of the nation's wealthiest zip codes based on a weighted formula that looks at a number of wealth metrics. The Anne Arundel County's enclave, zip code 21146, boasts a $75,555 income per capita and a typical home value of $704,401, according to Zillow. While Greater Baltimore's 18 list makers are predominantly in Howard County, 6 of them are here in Anne Arundel County, including the aforementioned Severna Park, 21146, Annapolis, right here in my hometown, 21403, Annapolis, everybody else's hometown, 21401, Crownsville, 21032, Deal, which sort of surprised me, 20751, and Davidsonville, 21035. I'll tell you, we got to do something about affordability in this county. The Cordish Company's Live Casino and Hotel Maryland recently hosted its annual Day of Service in honor of its 12th anniversary. This year's Day of Service included 100 team members volunteering outside of their work hours at 7 community organizations and nonprofits, including the Anne Arundel County Food Bank. Leah Paley from the Anne Arundel County Food Bank said the Anne Arundel County Food Bank is very appreciative of its long-standing relationship with Live Casino and Hotel Maryland. Their ongoing support has helped the AACFB in its mission to alleviate food insecurity in our community. The annual Day of Service is just one way that they provide support to the food bank and other Anne Arundel County nonprofits. Live Casino Hotel Maryland also hosted a team member food drive to collect non-perishable goods for the Anne Arundel County Food Bank and the Assistance Center of Towson Churches. And I will say, move over, State Farm, because like a good neighbor, it looks like Live Casino and Hotel is here, but doesn't have the same ring to it. And you know what? I can't believe it's been 12 years already. Hey, remember that everybody's favorite local music festival, Eastport A Rockin, is this Saturday. And if you don't have your tickets, I've got a deal for you. If you buy your tickets early, you save $10 off the price at the gate. And if you buy them now and use the code EOAEAR24, again, that's EOAEAR24, you're going to save an additional $5 off the general admission ticket. As many as you want. And that's $15 per ticket, which can go to, I don't know, a cool frosty beverage of your choice. So go now while you're thinking about it, eastportarockin.com. And again, that code is EOAEAR24. Some podcast stuff for you. Up this weekend on the Local Business Spotlight, we're going to be chatting with the OG in the pop-up world. Well, the OG in the pop-up world here in Annapolis, but El Lune from here, a pop-up shop, and they're getting ready to pop up again. And fingers crossed, look for a bonus pod a little bit later this afternoon or possibly early this evening with Monarch weather. Really a very fascinating one. And in closing, one of the best ways to keep up on the local news is the Daily News Recap email. It goes out at 7 p.m. 366 days this year. It's free, and it's also paywall free. And here is a link to sign up. And please, do me a favor, let your friends, family, and colleagues all know about it as well. All right, that is a wrap. As always, thank you for being you, and a thank you to the sponsors for the Daily News Brief: Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, and Hospice of the Chesapeake. So now you just need to sit back because we have George Young from DCMDVA Weather with the only locally forecasted weather report you'll find. And because it's Thursday, we have Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace here with your Annapolis Makerspace Maker Minutes. All that's coming up for you in just a minute, so hang tight.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Is all this talk of inflation making you uneasy? Me too, especially the uncertainty. How bad will it eat into my future purchasing power? Well, don't feel helpless because solar energy can give you some financial control. By installing and owning your solar system, you can lock out electricity cost inflation by locking in your electricity price for more than 25 years. Many of our inflation-fighting clean energy systems offset 100% of the annual electricity demands. Customers frequently add electric vehicle charging and backup batteries to their solar projects, providing them inexpensive auto fuel and additional energy security for the home. Freeze energy inflation in its tracks by committing to affordable, clean solar energy. Call us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net. But don't wait another minute. Sunshine's a wasted.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Thursday, June 20th. Today at 4:50 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time is the beginning of the summer solstice, apparently the earliest one since 1796, marking the beginning of astronomical summer for 2024. And a summery day it'll be today with PM highs again in the upper 80s and lower 90s across the Annapolis region, ahead of even hotter temps in the lower mid-90s each day tomorrow into at least Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, with heat index values well into the 90s and even into the low 100s, especially Saturday and Sunday. So be sure to plan accordingly for all outdoor activities now through the weekend and into next week as we move through this extended stretch of heat and humidity with the next chance for rain coming late Sunday and into Monday. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow DCMDVA Weather on Facebook and X for weather updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting Mac Medics in Severna Park or Lanham, where appointments are not necessary. Mac Medics is an Apple-authorized service provider. Mac Medics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. Mac Medics is also an Apple-authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit Mac Medics in Severna Park or Lanham for Apple-authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call Mac Medics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at macmedics.com. Every week, makers, crafters, and educators hold events all over the area. Highlighting some of those, here's our Maker Minutes, brought to you by Annapolis Makerspace.
Hey, this is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. On Sunday, West Annapolis Artworks is hosting a pop-up flea market called the Car Boot Bazaar for creatives, full of art supplies, crafts, artwork, vintage supplies, home decor, and more. At Chesapeake Lightcraft in Annapolis, registration is open for their Teardrop Camper class coming up in July, and they have some more classes coming up in September, including ones making scary day sailors, lap strike dinghies, and more. At Knits and Pieces off of Bestgate Road, Tuesday they have their comprehensive Learn to Knit class, Wednesday there's Socks 101, Saturday there's a basic sweater knitting class, Sunday there's Knitting 2.0, And then on Monday, there's a comprehensive Learn to Crochet class for June. And registration is open for their Ginger Snap Cardigan class, comprehensive Learn to Crochet July sessions, and Knit the Magic Dots Raglan class, all coming up in July. At the Willow Oak Flower and Herb Farm in Severn, on Saturday, check out their Summer Flower Festival, where you can make your own flower crown, fresh cut bouquet, and fairy garden, with local music and food as well as children's activities. At Blended Essentials in Severna Park, their summer camp started last week, where they'll be making candles, soaps, bath bombs, lotions, and more. And there's a different theme each week. Next week's theme is Sweet Serenity. At Local by Design, tonight, check out Let's Eat Flowers, exploring edible flowers with sweet and savory dishes. Saturday, they have a paint your own piece of furniture class. And then on Wednesday, they're making embellished flower pots. And registration is open for a resin charcuterie board workshop, as well as a fused glass nightlight and votive holder workshop. At Art Farm in Annapolis, tonight they have an outdoor flower planter workshop, and Sunday there's Introduction to Batik. And their kids' art camps for the summer have started up. All next week, they have a weaving camp for ages 9 through 11, figure drawing and oil painting for artists for ages 12 through 15, and hand-drawn comic camp for ages 9 through 11. And also check out their new Creative Circle monthly meetup, where you can work on your projects in whatever medium you enjoy, with like-minded creative people. The next one is coming up July 1st. At the Anne Arundel County Public Library System, today, Deal has a Juneteenth Crafternoon. Tomorrow, Bush Annapolis is making reef balls to help build artificial reefs, and Deal is doing Colors of the Rainbow, a Pride Crafternoon. On Saturday, Bush Annapolis is making more reef balls, and Crofton has Ask a Master Gardener. On Monday, Odenton is setting up for a Pride Art Show. Glen Burnie has their Lego Club, Brooklyn Park has an Adult Crafternoon, and Crofton has their Houseplant Club. On Tuesday, Odenton has Share Your Story with Pride Art Show reception that they were doing the setup for the day before. Glen Burnie has Little Artist Process Art. Linthicum has Steam Tuesdays, where they have a rainbow sidewalk chalk party. Severna Park has Mindful Making, practicing mindfulness with crafting. And Severn has Soul Movie and Craft Night, watching the fantastic Pixar movie Soul while crafting. Then on Wednesday, Linthicum has Steam Adventure with the Science Guys in the afternoon, and then Maryland City has the Science Guys in the evening. And Bush Annapolis has Adventure Awaits with Story Quilting Part 1. And over at Annapolis Makerspace this week, Saturday, I'm hosting a Maryland Laser Enthusiast group. If you're interested in laser cutters and gravers, or especially if you use them for fun or profit, come on by Saturday morning. We'll talk about materials, tools, techniques, and how to run a business making things with a laser. And then on Tuesday is our monthly open house. If you have any questions about the Annapolis Makerspace, the Maker Minutes, or any of these events, feel free to contact me at trevor@makeannapolis.org. And you can find links to all of these events at the Annapolis Makerspace website, also at makeannapolis.org. Whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.